You ever get nervous watching sports?
Yeah, it's the thing I get most nervous about. I can't watch. I'll put a towel over my face, put my head in my shirt. I can't.
What is that? It's a real feeling, bro.
Oh, I'm playing.
I'm getting nervous about games I'm not even invested into.
Yes.
It could be Illinois versus USC. I'm nervous for the kicker.
The tension, just
I don't even. And the baseball playoffs right now. Now we're in baseball playoffs. It is. I mean, these pitchers. The Phillies Dodgers series is so good.
It is amazing. I love baseball right now.
We're both from Seattle, so watching the Mariners. I left the Mariners when I moved here. I officially broke up with them, but now I'm watching my crazy ex-girlfriend and I'm rooting for her. And I'm like,
you can refer to Dodgers and Mariners right now.
But then when they mess up, I'm like, that's why we broke up. That's why I left you. That's why we're not married. That's why I didn't put a ring on it.
Oh my gosh.
But it's nerve-wracking.
Yes.
I feel like I get nervous in college sports because I feel like these guys are like 20-year-old kids.
Yeah.
And all of Tennessee is going to either hate them or love them. And I get nervous during baseball. I don't get nervous in basketball.
Yeah, basketball, I feel like I don't know why. The stakes don't feel the same.
And not even in NFL, I don't even get that nervous.
I have PTSD from the Seahawks.
Yeah.
From the interception.
There's a part of me that's dead.
Yeah, 100%. Piece of me died that night.
Do you get nervous watching River at all when he's playing? You ever get nervous as a parent?
Yeah, yes. When I'm there. Actually, sorry. When I'm not there and I'm on Game Changer, or I'm just watching the game,
Yeah.
Yeah. When I'm there, my Steph has to stop.
Yeah. I'm the Steph in the situation. I'm always telling Julia, calm down.
Yeah. He
is going to feel your energy. Because a nervous parent makes a kid nervous, I think.
I got my first coach's look. You know,
of course.
Coach looks at me, doesn't say anything. I just
kind of like, why would you be?
Okay. Yeah. You're right, Coach. You're right.
Hilarious. To me, it's like I don't get really that nervous with the kids in sports because it's just like I don't want them to ever feel like this is that big of a deal.
Right, and it's not.
You're 7.
At this age, it is not.
You're 12. We're playing. This is a travel ball baseball league. This is flag football.
Yeah, exactly.
Sunday night I rock up. Winston's played baseball all weekend, and then Sunday night had a flag football game. And I get there in the second half, and we're down 21-0. From there on out, it's just like, have fun.
Yeah.
You're getting whooped.
Let's go to the next one. Yeah.
It's like, bro, have fun out there. Enjoy it in the fog on a Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. down South Bay. What? Enjoy yourself. But the nerve thing right now, as we're in playoff baseball, is a real emotion.
Do you think we go? Is it
100%. Let me just say this. We're in Philadelphia, who had a bye in the first round, is supposed to be better than us. We go into their house. We take 2 games.
Yep.
Not to name drop, but I'm texting we're friends with the guy that owns the Phillies. And when they came back and started doing good, I hit him with a wow. Because I thought it was over.
That was it.
I thought they got us.
Yep.
Then after the game, he hit me with some stuff. He was so mad at his, I get it, but I thought they had it.
Yep.
Otherwise, I don't send him that text.
Right.
And it's just like,
so
man,
messed up.
Yeah, exactly. Could you imagine I gloat and I'm like,
right.
Oh. I'm more celebrating, like, good on you. I'm happy for you.
You got one. For us.
1-1. We got our game 1. That was what we needed to get 1, so we did our job. But it's nervy. It's nerve wracking. It's competitive. I love. This is the best time of year.
I think because of Seattle sports, I always. In the opposite of I am in my normal life, I think the best is yet to come.
Yeah, no.
In sports,
I'm
always one play away from the whole thing.
Yeah,
going down.
It could be 9th inning, 2 outs, 0-2 count. There's a part of me that's like, we're gonna mess it up.
Yes,
100%. But you know what great leaders do? They keep leading anyways. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining us for episode 215 in Spanish. That would be quince. We are a nation, not an episode. We are a nation that is all about the subject of leadership. You might be saying, well, why are you a leadership podcast? Because the greatest felt need in the world is leadership. The world needs leadership. Your house, your school, your community, your children, your marriage needs a leader. And so we are leaning into the subject just so we can. We say this all the time. We can't promise perfection, but by golly gosh darn it, we're We're going to invite and welcome and try our best to get some progress. So today we're jumping in and we are going to be talking about it's not always what, but it's how that matters. What you're doing, of course, mission, what you're about, 100%. You gotta really dial that in. But I always like to look at the how things are done, because to me that has to do with style. It has to do with what really separates good to great. We're all doing the same thing, but why is it that they do it so much better? We're all swinging a golf club, but how they swing it is just so smooth. We're all swinging a bat,
Right.
but how Ken Griffey Jr., 24, Seattle Mariners. How we do things matter. And so we're going to talk about a few things that when it comes to your leadership, I want you to really get good at how you lead. Here's the first one, is that you got to have an I am responsible kind of mindset. I am responsible. How do I take responsibility? Instead of blaming others for where I'm at, instead of being upset with so-and-so for what transpired or the bottom line, the results, the attendance, the groups, the giving, whatever it is for you. No, instead of blaming them, we have to start with us. How do I take a greater responsibility for what's going on in my world? I'd love to play the blame game. It's such a fun, fascinating game. The problem with the blame game is it just doesn't get me anywhere. So I'm always looking for ways on how I can take responsibility. And here's a great way to start. You can always start with your first sentence being, I could have done better. I should have done this. I could have done more. I missed it when we did this. I should have had a conversation. I should have sent a text message. Start with you before you put the blame on others. I got to up the ante on my responsibility.
Yeah, I think something that you say a lot is you can't give what you don't have. And all the greatest leaders they delegate, they give responsibility to people. But if you never take responsibility, you'll never have the influence to give it to someone else. So your organization, the whole thing's going to fall on you. And you can point fingers and you can say someone else did it. But until the rest of your team, someone will follow you if they know they messed up and you took responsibility.
That's
for
it.
their
You
failure.
covered them. Yeah, and I always think it's so attractive to people when they go, wow, the coach is up there, and instead of blaming his quarterback and his running back that fumbled and the defensive coordinator, you just go, this is on me. I got to prepare better. I got to get our team ready. And, Sean McVay, Thursday night, they have a chance to win the game on the 1 yard line.
Right.
Their guy fumbles the ball. They think the game's over. 49ers can't really get out of, the red zone. They're kind of pinned up against the goal line. So they have to punt the ball. Now they got another shot. They get down there and they end up just not being able to execute on a 4th and 1. So another opportunity to take advantage. 2 times they messed up. What did Sean McVay say? He didn't talk about his running back 1 time. He goes, it's my fault. Bad play call.
Yep.
I just like that, because if you don't, let's play law of opposite. Everybody will know if I make a mistake, this guy's going to blast me.
Yep.
He's going to throw me under the bus. It's not my mistake that was bad. It's going to get 10 times worse.
I'm not safe here.
Because of their leadership. I'm not safe. So how do we lead? We lead with taking responsibility. Here's another one. No gossip. Make your work environment, your home environment. We honor the absentee. That's the value. We honor the one that's missing, that is not here right now to defend themselves, to give their side of the story. Only a fool listens to one side of the story and draws conclusion, because there's their side and there's a whole nother side. So I've got to make sure that in my work environment, we do not tolerate gossip. Gossip is toxic at its core. It's speaking unwell of others when they can't defend themselves. And I always think I've got an opportunity on how I lead. I can speak up for people. I can shut things down. I can let people know, hey, just around me, if you could not talk unwell about others. I'd rather be, and this is a text I send all the time, wherever I travel, when I get back on the plane, I'm going back home from wherever, I'll let the people know that were in relationship with where I was at, that we were talking about you last night and we were bragging behind your back. Because I always think it's nice when somebody tells me, we were talking about you at dinner. Whoa, God. You were talking about me at dinner? What did you guys say? Oh, we were saying good things. We're saying how much we love you, how much we respect you, how much we admire your strengths, and so on and so forth. I always think that will go so well for you if you're, instead of gossiping about people, you're bragging about people. If you're a gossip, one of the things that's sure about your life is that you're not trusted. So again, you're going to make the bed you lie in. Do you want to be trusted, respected? Do you want to be followed? Because you can't follow a gossip. A gossip is someone, if they're loose in this area with their lips, I'll tell you what, they're irresponsible in every area of their life. Because how you do some things is how you do all things. So in our leadership, how are we going to lead? We're going to lead with discretion. We're going to lead with trust. We're going to lead with closed lips. Loose lips sink ships. The fastest way to lose a friend is to talk behind their back. So if you're going to talk behind people's back, you're going to lose your team. You're going to lose respect. So let's lead with discretion.
Yeah, can I stretch it even farther?
Yeah.
It's the gossip isn't just the one talking. But if you have loose ears,
Woo.
you can't wait.
Yeah.
You can't. Oh, what'd you say again?
Oh, I want to. Hey, go back to that.
That you don't have to say a word, and you can still be a gossip.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And if people feel comfortable to talk to you, you got to inspect your reputation.
That's right.
That means you're someone that they think that they can gossip to. You're a gossip.
Because it's always true about a leader. Like you kind of know like who's a dog and who's not. Like who's got that backbone, who's got that moxie, who's no nonsense, who doesn't play. When you are a person of character, it's felt.
Right.
When you don't have character, it's felt. And so people know who they can run their mouth around. So let's say for your leadership that you have great character and you're not someone that runs. Bob talks about not having feet that are swift to run, gossip's evil. 6 things the Lord hates, 7 things the Lord despises, 1 that sows discord among the community. So God hates it. Don't participate in it. Number 3, reward performance. This is so big. When people perform well, when people do a good job, we got to shout it from the rooftops, post it on our story, let everybody know, pull them in to the group of guys. I just want to make sure everybody knows what a great job this person is doing. Remember, we correct in private, but we reward in public. We let people know if they need to get better, if something happened, if we need to make an adjustment. Do that privately out of love and discretion and covering. But man, publicly, we are going to shout it from the rooftop. We let everybody know this person is amazing and we love them, we're for them, and we want them to win. So reward performance. I always think a very small leader keeps honor to themselves. I thought about honoring them. I think they're doing a good job. I appreciate their presence, but they know they're loved, right? No, don't ever question or guess that. Make sure the people around you never have to guess where they stand. They always know. If you are appreciative of them, shout it. And if you're disappointed, pull them aside and let them know. It's being direct. It's being strong. But when it comes to a performer, reward the performance.
I saw this study, and it was a study on who the most popular kids were at high school.
Yeah.
Was it the football players? Was it the cheerleaders?
Yeah.
Kids in the drama classes? And it was the same kid across every school. It was the person who went out of their way to say hello and to compliment someone first.
That's it.
They were the most popular. They were the most liked because they always compliment. They always honored. They always just put it out there.
Yeah.
When you hold honor from someone else, people can tell.
That's right.
Oh, they're measured. They're calculating.
It doesn't feel clean.
No, it doesn't feel clean. And then when you do give honor, there's a string.
Yeah.
You said that because you want people to see something or...
That's right. It's an agenda.
Manipulation, yeah.
Yeah, manipulation. People can manipulate with honor. And I always think, again, you're building your reputation. So what do you want to be known for? If you're rarely honoring, if you're seldom to praise, then there's something broken in your leadership, broken in your soul, broken in your heart. You got to fix that because rivers of love and life and encouragement should just flow. You should be known as an encourager if you're a leader. So here's number 4, attitude, passion, and a servant's mindset. I like this one so much because no one controls my attitude but me. No one rules my spirit. My spirit is my responsibility. That's why I think it's such a big deal that you refuse to be offended. Don't let anybody crease you. Don't let anybody, you got too much going on in your life and your leadership to get slowed down. Offense or unforgiveness will slow you down. Don't take that bait. No, we keep forgiving, we keep leading, we keep trusting, we keep believing. Why? Because we believe the best is yet to come. I've got to have that attitude. And so the question is, what's more important? What's more powerful? Negativity or positivity? Well, I'd argue negativity. Negativity can have such a compounding effect on a team and a community. When someone gets negative, what do they say? One bad apple can spoil the whole bunch. You look at a negative influence, man, just ask God. There was one guy up there that got a third of the angels to follow in the wrong direction. Sometimes we got to acknowledge that negativity, a bad attitude, can just ripple through like gangrene, just run through a community. No, I got to do my best to be positive, to have that attitude of a servant. I'm not here to get, I'm here to give. I'm not here to take, I'm here to add. Get that servant's mindset. I didn't come to be served, I came to serve. And when you lead like that, how you have that attitude of gratitude, positivity, servant's mindset, woo! How come everybody always invites you everywhere? How come everybody wants you around? It's because your attitude. It's because you're a servant. And the law of opposite is at play. If you're negative and entitled, help me, God. I have been around negative people that are entitled, and you can't get them out of your home or your team fast enough. Because this critical person that feels like they're owed the world is going to destroy our leadership. You, as you lead, do the opposite. Happy to be here, happy to be on the team, happy to do whatever. No jobs above me. I can fold chairs, clean toilets, do it because I'm a servant. And when I approach leadership like that, man, everything gets fun because nothing's above me.
Well, when we talk about passion, can I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah.
Do you know how long you've been doing ministry for now, like full-time ministry?
I think it's 25. Let's see. I got hired at 19 and I turned 46 tomorrow. By the way, Nate Dogg, you guys got me some cake here. 46 tomorrow, everybody. We're getting old. Conclusion, old. And I'm going to eat this cake right. As soon as this episode's over, I'm going to dominate this cake. 46. So I got hired at 19 at a church. So do the math on that. So over 25 years.
Yeah, 27 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Happy birthday. By the way.
Thank you. Tomorrow, but yes, yeah. Can't be that guy that celebrates all week. I would never.
Birthday week.
Yeah. Birthday week is an LA girl. And I say to my boys, you get a day. You get a day.
Yes.
By the way, you get a day. Yeah, because
I got a party.
I don't appreciate the guy that wants a week. No, the girl, maybe.
Sure.
If you're in your 20s.
Yeah.
If you have kids and you're a girl trying to get a week, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That should have died. But if you're a guy, you get a day.
Yes. Okay, 27 years.
Yeah.
We're talking about attitude, passion.
Yeah.
I want to talk about passion. 27 years. I feel like I met you almost 20 years ago. You're just as passionate, if not more passionate now. How do you maintain passion doing the same thing 27 years?
That is a great question. I appreciate that. I feel more passionate today.
Yeah.
I think our line of work is a little different. You know, than
Mistakes.
Coaching baseball or entrepreneurs. And I'm not saying that in a pretentious way. I think my passion comes from the more I can see the fight between good and evil, life and death. The more I get passionate about my work because I can see people's lives really hang in the balance of a lot of our effort or innovation. So I care about it more because I think the more you lead, the more your heart expands. That would be the real challenge, right? If I allow offense and what relationships have done, I would probably let my soul get small or my heart get cold. But I've got to do everything I can. Man, it's a cocktail of decisions. Physically working out, to diet, although we're going to have cake, spiritual fitness, Bible reading, prayer, all that. I've got to do all that I can to keep passion.
Yep.
I don't just, it's not a light switch.
You're passionate about passion.
Yeah, it's not a light switch. I can just go, I'm passionate.
Right.
I got to make disciplined decisions that throw a bunch of logs on the fire.
Yep.
If not, I've watched it in people's lives. They just grow cold.
They just go out.
Just go out. Yeah, just go out. So I want to lead with that.
That's really good.
You know?
Yeah.
But I think that when it comes to attitude, man, what's my attitude on Monday morning versus Wednesday afternoon? I got to watch myself in my low moments when I could have a bad attitude to make sure that I arrest that.
Your attitude's that tool that you can use when you're not feeling passionate.
Yeah,
to
there you
stoke
go.
those flames.
Yeah, that's
Even though I don't feel this way, I'm going to choose my attitude. I'm going to attitude myself into this thing.
That's because you know yourself.
Yeah.
So you know your strengths and your weaknesses, you know your rhythms, you know your cycles, and you know what you have to do to be at your best. That's the thing about leading. What do you have to do to be at your best?
You know that.
I think we all have to figure that out.
Yeah, yeah.
I know how busy I could be. I know when I can have treats or not. That sounds stupid, but it's like I just know.
Yeah.
I know me after 27 years, so I'm trying to just arrest that and keep that unlocked. So I think that's a big one. Two more. Self-employed. It's an ownership mentality. How you lead should be with an I own this mentality. I'm not just a part of this group or on the team. No, I'm an owner of whatever space or sphere of influence God has given me. Remember, your leadership is so sovereign. It's not just a paycheck from an organization. It's a sovereignty component. And so God has put this, trusted other people's lives into your hands. So I'm going to own it. I just like that. Man, you watch a great leader, they take ownership. Watch these college quarterbacks right now. Watch somebody lead their huddle. They're going like, we're going to do this. I was telling Winston the other day, he's asking about Tim Tebow because it was his birthday and we were talking about birthday parties. And he's like, Dad, did Tim Tebow come to my birthday one year? And I was like, man, I think he came when you were like maybe 2 or something. And I'm pretty sure he's at your birthday party. And he's like, how good was Tim Tebow? And I was like, bro, what are we talking about?
Yeah,
they say he's the greatest college football player of all time. And so I start telling him, I was like, son, do you know the story about when he lost one time and he's in the press conference and he's crying? And he's like, we will never lose again. I will never let this happen on my watch. And he just makes all these dogmatic statements. And he delivered.
Yep.
Ownership. Extreme ownership.
Mm-hmm.
And then what did he say? I'm going to take ownership. I'm going to take responsibility. I'm going to have an ownership mentality. I am going to make sure that this is not Coach Urban Meyer's fault. I am going to own my responsibility. And if you don't, what you'll do is you'll start to live like, well, I work here and just like, well, I'm not the boss, and I don't call the shots, and it's not my building, and it's not my team, and it's just it becomes lazy, it becomes negligent, it becomes very passive, very dismissive. But what's amazing to me is you want more, but you're acting like you don't care about now. Why would you be trusted with more if you can't even own and steward what you have right now? So take ownership. Here's the last one, is that we are challenging traditions and we are trying to lead with innovation. How do we lead? We lead with creativity. There are no holy cows. We are trying our best to reinvent, to evolve. The mission, that's going to remain forever. The method, we're fluid about the method, because we're going to do everything we can to become the best at what we do. Remember, put your best foot forward. Work until you're proud of what you've built. So I'm not satisfied with where we're at. So I'm going to ask all the questions. I'm going to get strategic. I'm going to try and watch what other people are doing. Why? All in an attempt to get innovative. Don't believe in that sacred holy cow, we've always done it this way. Well, if you keep doing the same things, you're going to keep getting the same results. No, I want better results. I want a bigger return. I want a greater influence, and I want a greater impact. In order to do that, I've got to innovate. I've got to ask questions. I got to get rid of all the holy cows. I've got to make sure that we're doing everything within our power to try to be our best. That last year was awesome, but it's this year. And this next year, we're going to take a risk so we can see a greater return. Again, it's not what you're doing that always matters. It's how you're doing it. Thank you for being a part of our community. Make sure you don't miss out on our emails. We put out a leadership email every Thursday. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're on YouTube, or if you're on Spotify, hit that as well. Podcast, share it. Thank you to everybody in our community that helps get the message of leadership leaning out. And we're going to do our best to keep getting better. We'll see you next week.